Claudio Bravo with the ball as we are just underway in the second half. James Rodriguez very involved in the first. 1-1 the score. 4th minute Neymar, 35th Ronaldo. Both teams with chances to dream about. Benzema hitting the crossbar, then the post in rapid succession. And Messi one-on-one with Casillas, rolling the ball wide. Phil Shane, Ray Hudson with you. And Ray, the stage has been set magnificently. Suarez brought down by Modric, and now a chance to bring the curtain down.
Again, this referee keeping the yellow cards in his pocket here. The young man, 30-year-old, he's never shy in picking the yellow cards out against Barcelona in the first part, and Suarez leaves Modric here clearly and just about to either pick a pass or pick a shot at Iker, and referee seeing nothing. Well, Real Madrid started out, yeah, take a look, goes in and he takes a player down just as he's approaching. That's a yellow card. It's not given.
Well, Piqué, Iniesta, Messi and Neymar all with yellows for Barcelona.
Really, that's 4 Barcelona players sitting on yellows, Phil. Well said.
Should have been 1 for Modric at least.
Real Madrid in the first half started out very tentatively. How many times you see that in a game?
Messi just outside the area, just over 25 yards out, drives it into the wall, appeals for a handball, but when isn't there? Iniesta in, cleared away from Piqué briefly, and now a chance for Real. Isco, two-way player on the day. Isco Alarcón finds Benzema, in for Ronaldo, up steps Mathieu. Now it's Xavi to Messi. Couldn't get it around or through Marcelo. Looks like they're trying to get Suarez more involved here in the early going of the second half.
Well, involved or not, he's looked absolutely to the manner born in the Barcelona shirt. He's fit in absolutely wonderfully. Another reach around tackle through Benzema.
And Mathieu looking good with the ball at his feet. The pass to Messi, not as much. Here's Marcelo. Ronaldo with Ramos at the spot. Plays it in, and Piqué this time uses his feet, not his hands.
Yeah, stands up, and maybe he should have done that in that first half, standing up nicely and reading the pass.
Suarez again, showing no signs of rust. Neymar sneaks it across for Messi, has Alves.
Good ball.
Into the middle for Suarez, but it's blocked away by Ramos. Second effort, back post, looking for Neymar, cleared Carvajal. Rodriguez for Modric, but it will carry. Pressure from Barcelona to start this second half.
Good covering back by Iniesta there. He needed to put that obstacle in front of James for Modric. A little too low.
No
James
changes.
Rising nicely. Jumping wall.
Barcelona with Bravo in goal. Alves, Piqué, Mascherano and Mathieu. Busquets, Xavi and Iniesta. And Messi, Suarez and Neymar. For Madrid, it's Casillas in goal. Pepe and Ramos in the center. Carvajal and Marcelo on the flanks. Kroos and Modric, James and Isco, and then Cristiano and Benzema. Ball kicked back straight to Karim. James tries to get around Mascherano. Could have been a foul, but advantage. Benzema with Ronaldo. Ronaldo in the box, and a slide by Piqué takes it out for a corner.
Absolute warp speed by Cristiano's team. And they pick up possession 30 yards away from their own goal. This is what they do. They fold it up. Wonderful, considerate play by Benzema again. Nice covering from Mascherano and Dani Alves to cut off the pass from Cristiano. He only had a shot at Bravo's goal.
Kroos into the center, over Ramos, straight to Pepe, who hits the bullseye.
Magnificent from the Portuguese man. Rises beautifully, and he is free as a bird. One of the reasons Mathieu was brought in was for his height to defend set pieces, but there's no defending this. Pepe arises like a beautiful salmon out of a fresh summer stream, and it's a big bucket full of knuckles header that is unstoppable from Bravo. Magnificent header. Take a look again. He peels away clearly like tissue on a toilet roll, and it's a free header. There's not a challenge, but his accuracy and his punch is perfect. No chance for Bravo. Magnificent header from Pepe.
And Barcelona beaten on a corner kick. They've been able to keep them off the scoreboard this season, but they have looked vulnerable. Benzema taking Mascherano with them. Ramos occupying the other defenders. And Pepe totally unmarked to give Real Madrid the lead. So now what does Barca do? Mache sneaking forward, wide for Mathieu, cuts to the inside against Rodriguez.
Again, Carvajal's cover around his teammate James Rodriguez is extremely good. They're covering for each other on the danger man. Insurance policies against the tricky Barcelona players when they are one-on-one. Even Jeremy Mathieu there is a wonderful position for him, but he had double coverage.
Well, both teams going at the opposite right back, and as you point out, Carvajal has been solid. Alves has been nearly perfect. Did not misplay a pass in the first half, and has won the ball back a game-high 7 times, but it's Real Madrid in front for the first time today. Chested by Mathieu, straight to Carvajal, gifted back to Suarez.
Nicely.
It's Messi for Suarez, and there's Pepe to knock it free. Nice turn. In for Ronaldo, and he just can't bring it in.
Wonderful dagger ball from Big Benz. He sees his target streaking away, and it's the Dark Invader. Wonderful attempt to find him open.
Pedro loosening up. Will it be for Suarez? Neymar carrying a yellow. Messi with his entourage slams into Pepe. Could not get the pass away. Pepe, by the way, his first Clasico goal. If you were going to say the man most likely to score the go-ahead goal, probably would not have been the top answer. Could have been obstruction, but then you never see that anymore. Approaching the 55th minute. Over the last 2 years, the last 9 Clásicos, Real with 4 wins to 3 for Barca. Marcelo to Benzema with Isco. Around Busquets, settled by Kroos, squares for Ronaldo, sneaks it in Isco, deflected cross straight to Bravo.
Unlucky, had 2 lovely targets to hit, and he attempts to find Benzema or Cristiano.
Nice from Carvajal yet again. Edge of the area, finds Rodriguez, looking for goal, but Bravo in the way.
Goes for one of his World Cup specials there. James, he had Cristiano nicely available. It's a lovely turn from Suarez. Good ball.
Beautiful weight, straight to Neymar, dances inside, feeds Suarez, tries to cut inside Ramos, and did, contorting his body, but the whistle goes the other way.
Suarez pulls him back at the end, but a beautiful turn. He starts this attack brilliantly. He tries to keep his feet here, not going down. Suarez shields him beautifully, tries to put the ceramic brakes on quick time, but loses his footing. Still looking very sharp for his first game back in over 4 months for Barcelona.
Did get the chance to play for Uruguay in a friendly. Mentioned the friendlies for Barca B never quite looked sharp The way he's playing today comes as a bit of a surprise and a pleasant one for Barca. Mascherano in to pick Rodriguez's pocket. Two of the bright stars in Brazil. There another in Bravo, and good work by Barca. Mathieu just starting to get called up by the French national team with his performances for Barcelona. Isco couldn't get there in time.
It's a magic ball.
Messi to Neymar. The drop pass, and in flies Ramos.
Again, it's not...
Mathieu slipped away by Iker.
Magnificent strike, and Neymar saying his apologies to Messi after that wonderful attack. Falls back for Jeremy, and that one's going in. Wonderful save from the Saint. Reads it. Wonderful. And that cat grows wings on the line. Magnificent from Iker.
Camera was expecting it to hit the net. Casillas had something else in mind. Sixth corner for Hernandez. Over Neymar and cleared.
Well played.
Alves brings it down. Delicate touch. Ramos to Kroos. In flies Alves again. Isco and Real with numbers, but it just behind Ronaldo. Good ball by Benzema into the corner for Marcelo. Back to the middle. Out comes Bravo.
It's going back to that setup by Neymar earlier, Phil. It's about the third or fourth time this game Neymar's had open players and the easy passes. He should have, could have, would have found Messi on another day, but the ball was a little bit short of Messi, who had started the attack off very much deep and wanted that ball back, didn't get it.
Approaching the hour mark. Flag comes up. It had crossed the line. No foul. Carvajal and Mathieu colliding. They still have Rakitic on the bench if they wish. But at this point, both teams showing no signs of slowing down. Kroos with the assist to Pepe's goal. By the way, his fifth, a team-leading fifth assist for Real Madrid.
Suarez comes in a little bit through the back. Not much there. The referee doesn't think so either. Got the free kick.
Ancelotti seems to be almost the perfect man to guide this Real Madrid ship after the recent turmoils. Looking for his first league win against Barca, though. Nice by Xavi. Busquets surrounded, and he didn't know it. Deflected by Xavi into Suarez, pulled down by Ramos, but the flag stays down. Here's Kroos. Only Messi with more assists. Mascherano stepping into the midfield.
It's a wonderful turn by Suarez. Definitely grabbed by Sergio Ramos. Look out.
Messi poked away by Isco. Almost gets it back, but Pepe there first.
It was a wonderful turn. The pull. There's not much of a clip, but downstairs, take a look.
Maybe not much, although Ramos did tempt fate. Into space beautifully for Alves. To the goal line. Bangs up off Ronaldo and out for the corner. Number 7, and I believe the first from this near side.
Good defending by Cristiano. Closing down on a danger man. His spacing's perfect. Reaches in right across and gets the ricochet up around his teeth.
Will this be our first change? And it's going to be Xavi who will exit. Rakitic coming in. 41 appearances against Real for Xavi. But he's going to have to watch the rest of this one from the bench. Rakitic will hand off the armband in a moment. More important things.
Seen a lot of the ball in the very early going of the game. Xavi.
Can they equalize from a corner? Driven by Rakitic to the top. Cleared by Rodriguez. Iniesta in a foot race with Isco.
Ooh.
And he flips it around, but Mascherano it bit. Now in for Ronaldo. Squares. Rodriguez, Benzema! Brilliant! Oh, what a goal for Real!
Magnificent from Los Blancos. A bad giveaway, but they are made to suffer. Real Madrid connects all of the dots and really makes a Surat painting out of them. It's magnificent counter-attacking football, and they are demonic in this counter. It's not just at warp speed, but it's precise, ruthless football. Isco emasculates Iniesta, takes him on, sees the open ball. It's a lovely rolled-in pass. Cristiano puts the brakes on. Benzema has the wherewithal to know James can set him up. He keeps on running, and that's a wonderful slingshot in the bottom corner. Superlative, and Benzema, like Wyatt Earp, pulls the trigger. That's a great goal.
Do not forget, it started with Isco. It's been his insertion in the Real Madrid lineup that's lit the fuse, and they have exploded all over Barcelona today.
Well, of all people, Iniesta dwelling a little bit on the ball, feeling as if he could not just get to the ball, but that he could possess it, and really was victimized badly.
Barcelona came in, had not allowed a goal in La Liga this season. Real has scored 3. That one, the first from the run of play. Chipped into the middle, cleared by Pepe.
Typical Clasico game, no letdown from Barcelona. A response, but his second goal, Pepe, may have really stung Barca. How much was Messi's miss in that first half?
Nice
a big one now.
What you guys were saying about Isco, there's been a lot of talk here in Madrid this week about the fact that Isco is perhaps one of the unsung Galacticos, and you can see on that goal he's certainly finding his place. Carlo Ancelotti really helped with his defensive responsibility, happy with it, and the fact that he can get in offense. He's a traditional number 10, but his versatility is getting him time at Real Madrid, and you see the result.
Thanks, Jeremy. And it did lead to goal number 3. Is that the insurance Real Madrid needs? 4th goal for Benzema on the season. In for Iniesta. Mentioned Rakitic, the best passer statistically on this season in La Liga, and Barcelona needs him now. To Messi. Neymar and Suarez, his poison. Now Iniesta. Good read by James.
It's a great ball.
Now Carvajal, but it's Machu. And Neymar keeps it alive. Iniesta as we near the midway point of the second half. Wide for Rakitic.
Magic Marcelo.
From Marcelo with Benzema 2v2. Benzema peels. Back comes Alves with a touch. Mascherano with the slide. Still alive. And bravo before Ronaldo can strike.
Beautiful setup again from my man of the match, Marcelo.
PK out of the traps, but it's Neymar who takes the bump. Whistle blows, and there's action behind the play. Oh, he forgot his can. Carvajal maybe getting away with one. Again, no yellows yet for Real Madrid. 4 against Barcelona. Deflects into the path of Neymar, dummies it through, but behind Suarez. Isco would be up there in man of the match consideration. Good ball to Ronaldo from Carvajal. deflects to Kroos. Benzema, delicate. Ronaldo on the return, but the run wasn't there.
The run was there, but it needed to be at Carl Lewis space. Its speed, Phil. It's nicely cut out again from Isco. Beautiful turn, robbed.
Suarez.
Nicely.
Hungry, pardon the expression. Messi. Suarez in the middle. He's got a bit of space. Iniesta looking for redemption. Rakitic, Alves, Suarez. Ramos throws his body in front.
Unlucky, well played, Sergio Ramos to contain
Iniesta.
Suarez there, he's in.
Just past the boot.
Wonderful invention from Iniesta. Suarez quick and slick, evading his defender nicely, but the ball again just not into his compass.
Xavi exchanging wisdom with Jose de la Fuente, the goalkeeping coach. Beautiful build. Isco again to Kroos. Now Ronaldo hitting the afterburners. Ronaldo, beautiful tackle by Alves. Things getting stretched. Not so much sprinting through the midfield, but warping it. Iniesta, Messi, Pepe. Iniesta to Rakitic, drives it low, but no problem for Casillas.
Yes, a hesitation between Mascherano and Iniesta, and Isco makes his decision, his mind up quick. That's a great little run from Benzema, but the smart run is where he leaves it and lets the ball run on to James, knowing that he's going to get an instantaneous ball back from the Colombian. And truly Barcelona opened up there, and he knows that one could be the killer blow. But Barcelona coming back.
Ronaldo and Real complaining about Barcelona getting an extra day's rest with the Champions League midweek. They haven't looked tired, but can they hold on in this final quarter of the match? The fans willing them to that final whistle. Suarez saw Pedro loosening up, chipping it in. Neymar soars but can't direct the header.
Good football by Suarez again. Fine debut for Barcelona. Takes a responsibility on his own Uruguayan shoulders this time, trying to set up Neymar. Good accurate pass to invite the Brazilian on, but good cover again by Real Madrid.
Suarez's debut is done. A good performance, but a losing one unless Pedro can help them turn it around. Second sub for Barcelona. Real yet to use their first. Into the midfield. Rakitic hasn't been much of a factor yet. Stripped away by Busquets. Kroos to Benzema. James on an angle, back to Kroos. Now for Benzema, who lasers it just over the crossbar.
Again, superb football by Hero's man. Finding each other, not just accurately, but really unselfishly. Toni Kroos could have had a go himself, but he sets up Benzema with a clear strike at goal. It's poor by his high standards, the way he's been playing.
Well, the insertion of Rakitic over Xavi, a few changes here or there, but with Pedro coming in for Suarez, it throws the spotlight on Messi and Neymar. 20 minutes left in regulation. Wide for Alves against Marcelo. Busquets, well-read Modric. Benzema pulled down by Busquets, play on.
Magic.
Pops back to his feet.
Wonderful ball, a back post on if he can find him.
Ronaldo squares and they can't get it to James.
I think Cristiano's trying to find Benzema in the hope that he could touch it on to the Colombian, just as they did for that wonderful third goal. Not that time.
Blasted away as Iniesta taking a nick. The two coaches talking to their number ones, Paul Clement for Ancelotti and the former Barca netminder Juan Carlos Unzué to Luis Enrique. And it looks like Iniesta is hurt. Let's go back pitch side. Jeremy St. Louis with more. Jeremy.
Yeah, guys, Iniesta just pulled up and didn't look like he was hurt on that particular play, but then you see that there was contact on a previous contact with another player and a tackle, and it seems to have caught up with him. He's going to have to come off. That's disappointing for Barcelona, especially when they need a couple of goals.
Thanks, Jeremy, and that will be the third and final substitution for Barcelona. Probably an unexpected one. Now, do they really roll the dice? I was wondering if it would be the Madrid-born Munir, but you can see it's Sergio Roberto, so they're going to have to go like for like.
Well, fans haven't had a whole hell of a lot to shout about ever since the opening goal from Neymar. It's been pretty much all Real Madrid, buoyed on by the fanatical Madridistas who have really got behind this team and applauded this wonderful. It's not just counter-attacking football either. It's just wonderful football. The way they win the ball and they find each other through this midfield, and then in the blink of an eye, Phil, it's up top. And
Neymar.
Barcelona don't have much to threaten inside as this second half has went on. The first half, they had a multitude of great opportunities, but hasn't been much in this second.
On the turn, Messi gets it around in a weak roller. Neymar.
Messi's brilliant here in finding Neymar again. A little bit of an off day. Instant control, lovely little touch on, and again, Neymar fluffs his lines. His passing has been a little blunt. His shooting hasn't been clinical at all. Looked a little rough.
Last four home Clásicos, Benzema now with 5 goals. Is that last one going to be enough to keep Barcelona at bay? 2-goal margin for Real. 17 minutes left. Luis Enrique, hands in his pockets on the sideline. Former Real player who left to some disgust to his old fans for Barcelona. In on the turn for Messi. Trying to dummy it through Sergio Roberto, but picked off by Carvajal. James denied. And now a collision with Mathieu going through Carvajal, and it's Carvajal with the yellow.
Well, he's got away with 1 or 2, not this time. Mascherano does brilliantly earlier, and this time he comes right through Jeremy Mathieu. Easy one for the referee. Comes through the player
from
the
behind,
back.
arguably.
Yep.
Could have been a red if you read the rule book. Long for
great
Pedro.
header. Superlative covering here. Again, Pedro's in behind Sergio Ramos this time. It's a wonderful ball, but Sergio Ramos springs back Rudolf Nureyev style and gets it away.
Iniesta in the role of spectator as we are now approaching the final 15 minutes. Will this be the first defeat for Barcelona? If so, would draw Real Madrid to within a point and give Sevilla the chance to grab a share of the lead.
Cleared by Rakitic.
Good ball inside, looking for Neymar, cleared by Pepe.
Oh, what a touch by James.
Gets around Mathieu. Now for Benzema, but Piqué had the angle. Trying to get tricky with it. Benzema steals it back. Rodriguez, but Mascherano in the way.
Piqué does beautifully well in pursuit of Benzema, and he's got the ball at his feet, but he dwells in Benzema, pickpocketed him beautifully like the Artful Dodger. Magic.
Pedro doing his best Jackie Chan to steal it from Ronaldo. Here's Rakitic. Alves. patience from Barcelona, but they're running out of time. Messi, but Carvajal saw it too. Rodriguez. Isco lets it run. Now Marcelo at the stripe.
Ever present, ever dangerous Brazilian Marcelo. Ancelotti has absolutely set his team up to perfection, Phil. The way they came out of this locker room of Ancelotti in the second half, they've upped the ante, they've went up a gear, and this crowd recognises it. This is a masterclass being performed by the home team, Los Vikingos.
Kroos looking pretty good with that Viking hat on. Out wide, feeding Ronaldo. Bravo, shepherds it out.
Again, the thunderous applause, everything that they're seeing, their men at the back. Casillas, when it's been called upon, has been tremendous. No likelihood it'll be easily forgotten, but it shouldn't be. Been a complete and utter domineering team performance
deflected
by the
to
Whites.
Neymar. Messi past Roberto, wide for Mathieu, double teamed, and Rodriguez picks his pocket. Into the middle for Carvajal, back to the Colombian, now to Modric.
Wonderful appetite to get it back leads to this.
Marcelo. Mentioned Barca swept last season in league, but the last meeting was that Copa final with Gareth Bale pulling away. Not available here today. At the moment, Real does not need him. Supposedly the tired team, but still all three subs in their pocket.
I don't buy into that head game stuff of the 1 day extra rest. That can always act as an incentive. For my money, this Real Madrid team have been more dangerous without the Welshman. Benzema and Ronaldo have been absolutely superlative, and they've been steered in by Modric and this man James.
Beautiful kick out wide for Rodriguez. In for Ronaldo, tackled by Mascherano.
Seems to be a better balance about them again.
Isco, Mascherano again.
Handball.
Scooped over for Sergio Roberto. Maybe the biggest match of his young Barcelona career. Can he be a difference maker? He's going to need to be. Neymar.
Ball.
Rakitic takes it.
Nicely.
Feeds Messi, but too far. Messi to his right, back to his left, sneaks it in. No problem for Casillas.
Every time the window of opportunity is being opened for Barcelona, and that one simple pass needs to be played just right down to the inch. It's not being provided. It's Rakitic this time. It had been Neymar several times earlier, but it's not going to open up this Real Madrid defense unless it's perfect.
Otamendi putting his jersey on, getting ready to plug whatever gaps there might be.
There'll be some tired legs. He could pick one of three. James, Isco perhaps would be the natural one. Modric has worked himself into the ground. He's been tremendous at the back.
Neymar scored first. Real's put 3 straight on the board. Pedro cuts inside, leaves Pepe down in his wake, but never gets a chance to pull the trigger. Chested down Busquets.
Wonderful elusiveness there by Pedro. Controlled the ball beautifully and it hit Pepe down, put the rights, but just didn't get the final touch to settle the ball for a crack at Saint Iga's net.
10 minutes left. Sergio Roberto. Good step up Modric. Neymar with help. The Brazilian. Messi says, I'll take it. Around Isco. Around Kroos. Busquets. Neymar. Mathieu looking to take advantage. Here's Rakitic. Left foot. Denied by Isco. Falls for Marcelo.
A brilliant slide tackle in there from Isco. His legs starting to look a little heavy.
Pedro wins it back nicely. Back for Alves with an angle. Now for Rakitic. Driven low and headed wide by Ramos.
Good
Corner
involvement by Dani Alves, but again, this white mesh set up by Sergio Ramos and Pepe in front of Casillas, doing an absolutely superb job in defence of the rabbit hole attacks of Barca, still coming at them.
Rakitic deflected, top of the 18 for Alves, got away from him a bit. Now Ronaldo with an entourage. Benzema, Rodriguez, and Ronaldo in the middle. Ronaldo denied. Sergio Roberto holds back.
Magic from Benzema sets up the Dark Invader with a lovely ball, and Cristiano tries to play the right ball. It's just a half an ounce off of fading James, which again would have been an astonishing tsunami tidal wave attack by Los Blancos.
A 2-goal lead, but against Barcelona, that's not secure until the final whistle. Rakitic for Busquets, who's been somewhat limited coming back from injury. Sergio Roberto, who had to step in for an injured Iniesta. Nacho back for the young man from La Masia. Rakitic lets it run. Alves on the near side. Pedro in the middle, if he can find him. Rakitic. Messi lurking, trying to thread it through Busquets. Marcelo read it. Benzema at the point, everyone else protecting the goal. Messi. Wide for Mathieu. Diving header, Ramos. Sergio Roberto tries to bring it down. Did he get a touch? No. Real fans think he did. Mathieu stripped by Modric. Won back by Sergio Roberto. In for Pedro. Messi. Rakitic. Now Alves. Across the goal, cleared by Pepe. Continuing to try and force it in from the flanks. Real Madrid with its first substitution. And it will be Isco who led the break.
Will hear this all right. It's been a wonderful 82 minutes from him. The bandy-legged one. Wonderful skill. Indefatigable energy. And pretty much an indomitable footballer here today. His finest game in the royal white shirt, and the Madridistas let him know we approve.
Asier Yaramendi out there to help his fellow Basque Telmo Zada stay in the lead from Lionel Messi's assault for one more day. Neymar and Messi 30 yards from goal. Real will take that every day of the week. In towards the area, blasted away by Pepe. Modric surrounded and works his way out. Marcelo with Ronaldo ready to run. And now taking it off the boil, 85th minute. Bit of a slow start this season for Real Madrid. They've turned it on as the season has progressed and can now be within a point of the lead.
Well, Ancelotti has got to be credited with that. From that wobbly start, he brought the men in and he galvanized them and brought them back together and had them believing in each other and turned that ship around from a very, very discouraging start. But man alive, have they improved exponentially.
Neymar much more involved. Messi lurking just outside the arc. Chipped by Mascherano. Falls for Alves, but it is touched away by Modric before it comes down. 5 minutes left in regulation. Threaded through, but Marcelo got at the end of the needle.
Tackle.
Piqué wasn't quite sure, but it falls for Rakitic. Mathieu, Roberto, Mathieu, Messi. Neymar draws the defense wide for Sergio Roberto. Need to think quickly, and he doesn't.
Not that type of player to try to beat a player and then the second one, and that's always been the case with Real Madrid. Said it in the first half, their insurance policy around the danger man has been absolutely impeccable.
Sami Khedira making his return for Real Madrid.
Wow, what a performance here. He's had his ups and downs and his detractors amongst all of these people that are applauding him. But he was wonderful, right, left and centre. Energy galore, but his touch on the ball, the way he helped the ball stick, the way he set up the goal as well. Chances galore. Tremendous performance by Benzema, and Hierro couldn't have even contained him in his best days. Magnificent from the Frenchman.
Couple of games at the start of the season for Khedira. Got injured in the 4-2 loss against Sociedad and makes his return here, trying to hold on to all 3 points. One substitute left for Real. 3 minutes left for Barcelona plus added time. Busquets. And again, Messi and Neymar 30 yards out as Barca trying to force in from the flanks. Messi now, 2 walls in front of him. Pedro.
And again, they're wonderfully moving walls, if there's such a thing, Phil. It's not just these back four for Real Madrid that are doing the defending, but the midfield has been absolutely nuclear energy.
Alves, strong drive in, but cleared by Pepe. Not only a goal scorer, but a rock on defense. Rakitic. Alves tries it again, low. This time it's Ramos. The drum beats as those Viking warships ready to draw within a point of the league leaders. Final substitution. Alvaro Arbeloa coming in for Modric.
Fabulous from the Croatian international. Another one that was in his absolute best. On the ball, off the ball. His defensive work mirrored his attacking prowess, picking the right pass and then shutting down every Barcelona threat. A magnificent performance from Luka. The ex-Dinamo Zagreb man was magnificent.
Now, Arbeloa coming in. Will they push him out to the left flank and push Marcelo up? Or put Arbeloa in the more uncomfortable, unusual defensive midfield position? It looks like it is Marcelo pushing up, attacking Arbeloa early. A swing by Ramos sends it out for another corner.
Fewer and fewer targets defined for Dani Alves when he gets in those positions now.
Ninth corner
Neymar
for Barca.
not making the runs like he used to, or Messi, and no Suarez. Ica's men comfortably defending.
Into the near post, deflected by Khedira as he gets a touch. Don't forget tomorrow on beIN Sports in Espanol, Sevilla Villarreal. If this score holds, Sevilla could take the lead. Marcelo too far for Rodriguez.
Of all people as well, and a wide open pass from Marcelo. He breaks his lungs to get from that left back position to a centre forward position.
Trickles through, but cut off before it finds Messi. Barca needs not one, but two, and Real Madrid impenetrable since the 4th minute. And Ray, if there is a storyline here, it might be with how well Real Madrid controlled this game once they took the lead. Barcelona rarely threatening Casillas in the second half. almost for Ronaldo. 3 minutes added. The first league defeat of the Luis Enrique era, and I'm sure Madrid fans will appreciate it, comes at the Bernabeu. Ramos draws and delivers. Surprised?
Not after seeing the way that this Royal White team played at Anfield. It was an ominous road marker, Phil, that they were in deadly form. In every position, this has been a typically authoritative performance by a team that is nothing less than resurgent. The scoreline, if anything, perhaps flatters Barcelona, and you can draw it back to a long, long way. But when the scoreline was 1-0, and Messi had that opportunity to make it 2-0, maybe, just maybe, that was Barcelona's greatest chance, because from that point on, Cristiano Ronaldo's men were meteoric, as impressive as any club playing football in the world, and arguably the best footballing team in the world. It's not down to their superstars either, Phil. This was a collective effort. This wasn't the Ronaldo show, or, as has often been needed, the Santiago Casillas show. It was every player in a white shirt that were just better right, left and centre than Barca today.
Final minute. Can Messi draw them close? High wide, and nowhere near handsome enough.
And that pretty much puts the exclamation point on it for the Madridistas. It's been a perfect night for them. There'll be other days for Gerard and the Blaugrana, but sometimes Lucio Enrique needs to tip your hat. It'll be a sombrero size, because nothing else can be said other than Ancelotti's men were close to perfection today.
The return leg, round 28, March 22nd in Barcelona. It'll be here on beIN Sports, and you're invited.
Ooh.
A tackle from behind, Ronaldo and Alves. Alves not happy with the back heel, and the call goes against Real's star.
This is deserved. The referee catches Cristiano with his back heel. There's a little bit of contact first, but then this is what Cristiano responds to. Now this is the stand-up, and Dani Alves goes down, and there's the back heel right into the player. But he couldn't contain himself, and it won't dampen the spirits that are absolutely like a volcano here. Molten emotion. Marcelo magnificent, as was every white shirt.
The final score, Real Madrid 3, Barcelona 1. Pepe 6 minutes into the second half, and it was Benzema with the goal. Marcelo, however, our Napa player of the game, the man of the match, going to the Brazilian left back, who is nearly foot perfect. Beautiful performance in the second half by Real Madrid. Now 7-0-2, Barcelona falling to 7-2-0. 80% passing success for Marcelo, 6 crosses. You take a look at the clearances and the blocks and the interceptions, only telling part of the story.
Yeah.
Statistics don't quite capture what Marcelo did today.
Well, Napa makes all sorts of parts, and that man there personified the Napa man of the match. Superlative amongst Aladdin's cave of jewels, playing in the white shirts today. It was a celebratory performance from Ancelotti, who drew his team up perfectly.
Well, the final score tilting in the home side's favor and tossing this season into a mix. Barcelona holding on to the top spot, but barely. Real Madrid with 3 vital points at home. Back with more as we look in at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid, the victors in El Clásico by a 3-1 scoreline.
thoughtfully crafted.